Welcome back to tutorial 2. In this lesson, we're going to learn how to add scenarios to our game or app. Scenarios are what give your actors power. They are little sets of instructions that will allow it to move, fly across the screen, maybe gobble up another actor, or even disappear. Let's get started. In our last lessons, we had created a scene, and we had created a little character or an actor. It was a bird, and we had named our bird Top Left. Now we're going to give our bird special powers. Take a look at the bottom green row. There are many icons there, and throughout these tutorials we will be learning about many of them. But today we're going to learn about the one that gives special powers or creates scenarios for your actors. And that is this particular one here. It looks like a scroll. It is used to write scripts. Go ahead and click on this icon now. You will get a blank screen that says Top Left Scenario, or whatever your actor's name is, scenario. What you should do is hit the plus button, and this will bring you to a list of many different types of powers you can give your actors. Most of the ones that we're going to use are going to be under motion, but you'll notice that there are several under control and look and sound, drawing, physics, sensors, and even advanced sensors and data sensors and debug sensors. So for now we're going to look at these briefly, and then we're going to come back to control. You're going to select the after start sensor. This tells the bird, whose name is Top Left, what to do once you press play or start the game. Then you're going to click on Add Instruction. We're going to take a few minutes now and talk about some of the different choices you have in the instruction editor to add instructions to your scenarios. We're going to review some of the ones under the motion part of the editor. Turn self 10 degrees. Turns the actor a certain number of degrees. Think about what you learned in math. What does minus 10 degrees? What does positive 10 degrees? What does minus 90 degrees do? What does positive 90 degrees do when you turn the actor? We're going to use set direction. In order to get your actor or your bird to point towards the upper left-hand corner, 0, 0, how many degrees would you have to set the direction of that actor to? We're also going to take a look at move self 10 pixels. How many times would you have to put move 10 pixels in order to get all the way across the screen? Here are two more you might want to consider. Look at a certain coordinate x and a certain coordinate y. This is very similar to set direction, except that it looks at a certain coordinate x or y. Think where the upper left-hand corner is, 0, 0. Think where the bottom right-hand corner is. Could you add a value in x and y to set the direction of your actor? You can have it look at a certain actor. When you click in here, a list of available actors will appear. Although there are many things that you could do, we're only going to use the ones that we've mentioned here so far. Now notice these directions. After start, top left scenario, which means the actor named Top Left is going to set the direction of himself to 90 degrees. Move 10 pixels. Change to the next image of the actor, which means the second bird image that we had. Wait 0.3 seconds. Move 10 more pixels. Then change to the next actor again, which is the first bird. As your bird does this, it will have the appearance that it's fluttering and moving slightly. Go ahead and add these directions to Top Left, and then hit the play button and watch your bird flutter. Pause the tutorial and try that now. Each time you give your characters or actors new instructions, come to this screen and hit the play button. See the results of your instructions. If you don't like the results, all you have to do is hit the script button, change the instructions, then go back and hit the play button. Keep playing and exploring and make your actor go to different parts of the screen. Here's a little tip that will help you be more comfortable exploring. Go to the scene example and hit edit, and then click on one of your scenes until you have the 3 characters around it like this, and then hit the plus sign. This will duplicate the scene, make an extra copy of it. You can duplicate it as many times as you want. That way you can keep a working copy of one of your scenes and play around with the second or third copy. This will make it more comfortable for you to experiment. Welcome back. Hope you had good luck making your bird look like it was fluttering. Now we're going to make a second bird. The way that we do that is to click on the actor, top left, and then click on the plus sign. This plus sign will actually create a duplicate of our actor. When I hit the plus sign, I will get a second bird, but it will be named top left 1. So I would like to rename that bird, so click on top left and name your second actor something more meaningful. I decided to call mine bottom right because I'm going to try to make that bird fly to the bottom right part of the screen. Here are some instructions or a scenario that will cause top left to fly to the upper left-hand corner. Notice that the first thing I do is set the direction to 145 degrees for self, which is the actor top left. Then I chose repeat 10 times. You'll need to play around with exactly the right number. I started with 10. And then I put in the next image, wait 0.3, and move 10 pixels. This instruction will repeat itself 10 times. Let's see how close that gets you to the top left-hand corner. Then, how about trying changing these directions slightly for your bottom right bird so that it goes to the bottom right-hand side of the screen. Go ahead and play with these directions. Can you make both birds fly in different directions by giving them slightly different directions or scenarios? This is the end of tutorial 2. In this tutorial, you learned how to create an app. You added a scene, you added actors, and you added scenarios. Play around with those 3 skills. In the next tutorial, you'll learn how to finish your app and turn it into a full-fledged game where the birds reach over to different corners and chase other characters like these little worms. You'll even learn how to add a start button to your game. We look forward to working with you again in the next tutorial.